Hey guys, welcome. Sri Lankan Sammy retired with mom and dad. We are here at Negombo Beach. Look at this, check this out. Look at that. What a beautiful day. I want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who is joining, who is watching, liking, commenting. Let's get the comments. Where's the comments here? What did I do? Sorry about that. There we go. Comments. Okay. Comments are up. I didn't bring my other phone, so I can't see what I'm doing here today. We are here at Negombo Beach in Sri Lanka at the Camelot Beach Hotel. You guys know this place. I come here all the time. I want to say thank you for joining me today. It is Sunday Funday, and we are going to have a drink. Yes. Lager. Thank you. Stuti. Thank you. So, cheers, guys. Nice cold. So, welcome back to Sri Lanka. Just finished the 6 weeks of vacation in Thailand and in Vietnam. Let me tell you something. Thailand was okay. The weather was not the best. I'm going to say it was a little windy, a little rough, a little crowded because it was vacation when Lady Sarah was there. And then she was there for 1 week, and then I was there for 3 weeks alone. I was working for 2 weeks, and then the final week, my friend Anuj showed up, which was nice. I got to hang out with him, and I met a whole bunch of friends when I was there who live in Thailand, so I was really happy to see them. But, you know, it was relaxing is what I can say. It was relaxing. It was enjoyable. Then Vietnam, back with Lady Sarah. Wow. All I got to say is Vietnam is my new favorite place to explore. So what I want to do is I want to explore Vietnam. I want to check out all of the places in Vietnam on the beach. You know, Ho Chi Minh, maybe I'll do for 1 day or 2 days, or I don't want to go up north. It's just too cold. Vietnam is a very long country. I prefer beach towns. So even in Sri Lanka, I'm not interested in Kandy or Nuwara. Not interested at all. Mom and Dad want to go to Aranandapurana in the next month or two. Yeah, I'll do it. But I'm going to rent a motorcycle and drive behind them because I want to enjoy it. So coming back home, I'm glad to be back home. Glad to see Mom and Dad. They're both doing well. Today they couldn't come to the beach because there's some workers coming to the house. And I had to come because it's my only full day off. My schedule is a little bit more open now than it was before because my contract ended last month in the middle of February. So I have a month and a half off before my next contract begins at the end of April, early May. And I'll be back being busy for another like 3 or 4 months. And then I'll have a break again in July, August, and then it'll start up again September, 6 months work. So I'm already planning another return in August. So August, we will be doing east coast of Vietnam, Nha Trang, and I will stay there for 2 months and then back to Phu Quoc for 12 days with Lady Sarah and then back home to Sri Lanka. I'm not going to do the year in Philippines. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do it. I got to stick around home for a little bit longer. But I will go to Philippines for 6 months. So in January, February, whenever the next vacation is, I'll fly to Philippines and I'm going to stay in Philippines. Lady Sarah's going to come for the first week in Cebu. Then I'm going to get a place in Cebu. Then we're going to travel to Bohol for 1 week in March. Then I'm going to come back to Cebu and I'm going to stay in Cebu until August. And in August, either I'm going to decide whether she's going to come back to Philippines or we go to Thailand and try a new place in Thailand, in the southern part of Thailand near the Cambodian border, a place called Koh Kud. All right, near the Cambodian border, remote island. I don't want to do West Coast islands. They're too crowded, too touristy. I want to go to a place where there's no one and just sleep on a beach for a week. She can go snorkeling and eat seafood and I can just sleep. So that's the plan. And then the second vacation in March, we're going to go back to Krabi. She loves Krabi. Want to go back to Krabi and do all the things that we did before. But because we went to Krabi once, she did a lot of things and she found the 1-2 things that she wants to do. So that's what we're going to do. Guys, if you're online, click the link, say hi, comment, let me know where you're from. If you have any questions, let me know. I want to send a special shout out to Natasha P, who is a member on Buy Me a Coconut. Now, I tried to email you, but you didn't reply back. You asked me for some information, and I emailed you back, but then you didn't follow back. So please check your spam folder or contact me on here. Send me a message on YouTube where I can contact you and help you out, because I'm really interested in helping people out. If they're interested in information about Sri Lanka, I'm more than happy to take the time to do that. Guys, if you want to support the channel, Buy Me a Coconut. Click the link on the main channel, Buy Me a Coconut. Support our charity, which helps out families, specifically with medical and educational needs. Special shout out to Chris B, who's back home in England after 2 months here in Sri Lanka, driving around the country in a tuk-tuk. That guy, let me tell you something. I'm sorry I couldn't meet you last week. I mean, I've been back now a week, actually, at this time. I landed at about this time 1 week ago. Unfortunately, I couldn't meet him because he was leaving the day I landed, and I couldn't. I was delayed, and I couldn't meet up with him on his final day because I had to get ready for work on the following Monday. So what else is going on? Chris, I want to say Darren and Janet from Australia are landing tomorrow. They're here for 10 days. So I'm going to be able to hang out with them for a little bit before they head over to, I think they're going to England afterwards. But otherwise things are going great here. It's hot. Let me tell you, it is so hot and humid. Like, it is ridiculously hot. That's why I had to get out of the house Saturday. You know, there's really nothing to do in my house except sit on the computer, watch TV, or lie in bed. And if I don't have anything to do, I'm just going to sit and play video games or watch TV. You know, it's too hot during the day to go outside. The sun is just dying. And I'm here in the shade and it's hot. Okay. Oh, Darren, I thought you were going to go someplace else afterwards. Well, I'm glad you're coming here for a little bit. And like I said, brother, if I don't see you this trip, I'll see you in July. There's no rush. All right. This is like, you know, It's like your second, well, this is your second home. But I hope to get a chance to hang out with you and Janet. It was really great to see you guys and have a nice meal together and catch up with each other. But have a safe flight, brother. As you said, you're flying Malaysian Airlines. They're pretty good as long as their planes don't disappear in the ocean. Sorry, that's bad karma. I didn't mean that. I used to fly Malaysian Airlines from Korea to Sri Lanka and business class, and they were always top notch. Great airline. This time I flew Sri Lankan Air. Well, I fly Sri Lankan Airlines because it is very easy to upgrade. You know, so for example, a business class ticket from Colombo to Bangkok is about $800 US. So an economy ticket is about 450, 500 US, and you can bid on an upgrade for less than $150, and I always win the upgrade. So 72 hours before the flight, they let you know that you can upgrade, and you win the upgrade. I've never lost the upgrade, so I'm very happy with that. So they're the ones that allow that. And the business class flights with Sri Lankan Airlines are actually quite good. You can take these chairs if you need.
Thank you.
You're no problem. Let me just move this. Oh, you're welcome. No trouble. Where are you all from? Oh, salut. Ça va? Oui, je suis canadien. Je parle français un petit peu, un petit peu. Well, I learned Quebecois French, right? Not French. Canada, yeah. Canadian Sri Lankan. So this is my home. Welcome to Sri Lanka.
Is the beer good?
All beer is good. It's not good. It's not good as Belgic beer, but it's still good. You know what? Let me move there, and then you guys can move here, okay? I'll move over there, and then you can move here. Ça va?
Are you an influencer?
No, I'm just a small YouTuber. It's just a small one, not an influencer. I don't influence except my own alcohol
A
consumption.
small YouTuber with a big beer.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There we go. Just a little reorg there. We have a nice group of new friends joining us here from Belgium. So they just landed, I can tell, because they're still wearing long pants. Darren, I'm not going to help you move anything. The way my back is killing me, I had to go to the doctor because I have some compressed vertebrae in my spine, and it's been killing me the last month when I was on vacation. And I actually went to the doctor yesterday and got it looked at and got a recommendation for physiotherapy. I got a medication. He said for the next 3 months, if it doesn't work out, I got to go for surgery because it's killing me. Jetstar. Yeah, Jetstar, I heard, is a really good airline. Good prices. It's just that, you know, I want to invest in Sri Lanka. So basically, I'm going to spend my money on Sri Lankan Airlines. I got status on Sri Lankan Airlines. I got points. It just makes sense for me if I'm living here and I'm flying out of here 2 or 3 times a year. I might as well build up equity in that airline. And you know, I've never been late. I've never been delayed. I've never lost luggage, and they've always taken good care of me. And you know, as a bonus, I always take the what do you call it? The silk route. As you guys know, I love silk route. So I take care. I fly with silk route bonus. Yeah, I spoke to the doctor, and it has nothing to do with chiropractic, because the channel inside my spine has gone down in size. It's thinning of the thinning of the discs. The spinal column has thinned. So you can crack my back and chiropractic all you want. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to help in any way whatsoever. It's only surgical. I tried acupuncture. I tried CBD oil in Thailand. Did nothing, because it's not muscle. I can only deaden the pain of the nerve, and acupuncture didn't do that. CBD oil helped a little bit. The only thing that helps is heat and a little bit of massage, with like hot massage. And I do a lot of exercises on my neck to stretch my neck to avoid the stress on my arm, because like sitting or standing, after a few hours it starts to hurt. So yeah. Jetstar. Yes, and that's the thing. The government in Sri Lanka is planning on turning the other airport in the southern part of Colombo into a maintenance hub. And I read in the news that Sri Lankan Airlines actually won a deal with some other company to do all of their maintenance here, which is a good thing. We're moving slowly in the right direction. Yeah, I think it's more so having to do with those long flights. I have no idea why. In the 3 years that I've been flying Sri Lankan Airlines 2 times a year, never had a problem, never had a delay, not even 1 minute delay. So either I'm lucky or you're unlucky. My doctor has suggested not to. He says it's actually dangerous, because any kind of jerky thing will cause damage to my spinal cord. So he said, don't even bother. And this was a orthopedic surgeon that I went to. Says, I asked him about chiropractic. He says, don't twist your back, don't twist your neck, don't lift anything heavy, don't jerk. He says, try to avoid anything where your head is being whipped around. And because any kind of like whiplash movement, said could damage your spinal column. So this is it, and this is what I even saw online. Everything I've seen online is like this kind of. I have a condition. I can't remember the name of it. I have the medical condition written down, and I type that in. And it says, "Stay away from chiropractic. Is the worst thing you can do." So. Thanks again for caring. I appreciate it. But I'm feeling better these days, because I have been doing a lot of like neck exercises, stretching, like stretching out. And I don't know what that's doing, but it's really helping. Yesterday I was in pain because I was out for 6 hours. But, we're going to go have lunch soon. 10 minutes, lunch is starting. So we're going to go have lunch. Now you guys are going to join me for lunch today. What did I just do here? Sorry about that. I really have to get used to using the phone for the live streams. All right, so we're gonna go for lunch. You guys are gonna join me for the buffet lunch. So Camelot Beach Hotel. It's really nice. 5,000 rupees for pool and buffet and high tea. So you get all of that for 5,000, which is about just $18. That's pretty good for a buffet, right? On weekends, you have the buffet. Weekdays, it's cheaper, and you get and you have to buy the a la carte lunch if you want it. And even cheaper, you can come and just use the grounds without using the pool. You don't get access to the pool. You can just come and sit around. That's what mom and dad do. They come here and they just buy the buffet or the. You know, I gotta trust somebody, and all the information that I've seen is physiotherapy or surgery. Those are the only two options that they give. Like I've been to two. I've been to an orthopedic surgeon and a neurosurgeon. Both have said my condition is not fixable by chiropractic. It's not anything where my bones are misaligned. My bone is actually deformed. So no chiropractic can fix the deformation of my bone. That's where it is. What are you saying? And that's what my physiotherapist has also advised, is to train me to do stretching and everything like that, just to relieve the stress and strengthen my muscles. That's the other thing, is because I've been sitting on a computer for the last 3 years, my muscles and my posture and everything like that aren't helping. But the deformation of my vertebrae, they did an MRI, and you can see the deformation of my vertebrae. Instead of being like this, it's like this. And the two vertebrae at the bottom of my neck are fused. So they're not, I can't turn my head a lot without pain because they're not moving. And, you know, chiropractor is not going to break the connection between two bones. That's not something that you need to do. So again, brother, thanks a lot for caring, but honestly, I've looked into it. It's not just I've taken one doctor's opinion. I've researched it online. I've looked at my medical condition. I can't remember what it is. I have the document that says the medical condition of what my spine is, and you put that into Google, and it tells you what that is and what the treatment is. I mean, it's a medical condition. So thanks again for caring, though. I appreciate it. What else is going on? Well, my work contract. Thank you. My work visa finishes next year, so I got to start thinking about what I want to do, where I want to go, how I want to continue this lifestyle. Like, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? And I just did a video last week. Earlier this week. That's going up. Wow, the videos that I have that are going up for the next couple of weeks are all Vietnam videos. So till the end of March will be all still vacation videos, except for the live streams. And then in April, we'll start the new Sri Lankan videos on a regular basis and we'll catch up to today's time. But I did a video on why I travel so much, because somebody was asking, how do you afford it? What do you do? Why are you traveling? I'm exploring the different parts of Southeast Asia to figure out where it is that I want to stay. I already know Thailand is one place where I'm going to stay, but Vietnam I've now added to the list. And then now what I want to do is I want to find like off the beaten path. I don't want to stay in Pattaya. Pattaya is just too crazy, too busy, too expensive. I want to stay in places where I won't be spending a lot of money and I can just live on a beach like this, right? So that's why the southern part of Thailand is going to be better. That's why when I go to Vietnam, I'm going to be checking out Nha Trang, which is a popular beach town, but I'm going to find places further away. And when I stay there, I'm actually going to stay there as if I was living there. And I'm going to experiment with the pricing. I'm going to experience how can I live there and what is it going to cost me? Because for the next couple of years, I have to be a little bit frugal because if I stop working and then have to live off of my investments, I can't be overspending until my investments grow, which they are, for another year or two before my investments reach a level where I can start to well, I don't need to spend a lot. I can just live the way I want without any stresses. I can live 500, 700 USD a month very comfortably. When I'm traveling with Lady Sarah, I'm spending more because we're doing day trips, we're going snorkeling, we're going to like expensive restaurants. So, that adds up. So, she pays for her own stuff, but, I want to go here and I want to do this. I want to travel in a nice van. When we went to the safari, I got the VIP tour. When we went on a boat trip, I got the private boat. It cost a little bit more. But Vietnam was great, man. Let me tell you something. I was absolutely in love with that place. It was so cheap. Like when the driver told me the price difference between a public boat tour and a private boat tour, and it was like $25 more. I was like, let's go on the private boat tour. Well worth it. The captain, it was me, Lady Sarah, the captain, and the first mate. They took us to a private beach, and it was too many people, so they said, let's find you another place. And we found this little tiny cove with a beach probably about 10 meters wide. But that's all you need. You only need just for two people. And it was beautiful. You guys can see the video coming up. And the captain went out and caught about 40 sea urchin, which Lady Sarah loves, and then cut them. This was the second trip we took with them. And Lady Sarah says, let me help you clean them. Because you have to cut the spines off with the scissors. Then you have to cut the top off, take the top off. Then you have to pick out the intestines and the garbage. So you're just left with the flesh. And that takes a long time. That takes about 5 or 10 minutes per sea urchin. And Lady Sarah loves her sea urchin. They also caught a whole bunch of snails and clams. And they caught a couple of fish. So they cooked this up on the beach. They started a fire, got a pot, cooked everything up. And we're eating fresh seafood on the beach. And the fish was incredible because they cooked it in seawater. So it was salted perfectly. And it was just cooked amazing. It was cooked over a fire. So it was grilled. And it was absolutely spectacular. Absolutely. I had such a great time. And we tipped the the captain and the first mate 1.5 million Vietnam dong each, which is 60 US dollars each. I mean, that's not a lot of money for a day's work because he did a lot, like they did a lot of work. Like they took extra care of us. They didn't just drive. He went skin diving and caught all those. He cut them all and then he picked them all. He cooked the fish, caught the snails. Like he worked, and They were so grateful for that money. And it's nothing off of us. You know, $60, come on. That's not even a dinner in the Western world. But so this group that we have here in front of us are just checking into the hotel. There's like 20 of them from Belgium. The organizers here now getting them into their rooms. That's why I moved over so that they could be in their little group over there and not in their, my video's not interfering with them. But a great group of people here. I'm so glad that everyone is coming to Sri Lanka. All right, so let's go for some lunch. You guys can join me for lunch. You're interested? Let's see, is lunch open? Let me clean up here and then go take a look for lunch. It is beautiful. So Desmond is going to come and get me at 3 o'clock. It's 12:30 now. And so tomorrow is Monday. I don't have my morning class canceled, but I have some classes in the afternoon or evening. And so in the morning, we have to go to I made an appointment with the embassy to drop off my passport renewal. And then right after that, we're going to go to Samsung to see about my other watch. That's going to be, I know what's going to happen. They're going to say, yeah, we can fix it, but it's going to cost this much. And I'm going to say, no, you're going to send it back to Samsung Korea. I don't care where you send it. But you're going to send it somewhere and you're going to get it fixed and Samsung's going to pay for it. Because I want you to find out why it broke. Because it was 3 months old and it had water damage. Why did the seal break after only 3 months? I want to find out. And I want you to send it to Samsung to find out why. And I want to report. So it's going to be an issue because that was a $200 watch and it lasted 3 months before it broke. So, I have a new one, but I want that one to give to Dad so that he can have that, to track his health. But no, it's not something that I'm going to just allow to slide. And the other watch, actually, I did a hard reset and it works fine now. If you guys saw you're going to see the video coming up April 1st or something like that, I think, or April 2nd. You're going to see the video about me going around getting everything fixed. So, yeah, that's Monday. Desmond has suggested that we go up north in the next month or two before it starts raining. Because if we I have 6 days off in May, and I was going to, we were going to go for 5 days or something like that. But Desmond's getting married in May 21st or something like that. So the 14th, he has his engagement party. The 21st, he has the wedding. And then the week after that, he's got the homecoming. So he's going to be very, very busy doing all of the stuff that he has to do. So I said, the first week of May, Mom, don't mess up his once in a lifetime thing, right? Let him do his what he needs to do. And why don't we go in April, right? We'll go for a weekend because I can take a Friday off and I can take a Monday off. As long as we're back Monday afternoon, that's not going to be a problem. I can take a Friday off. Well, Fridays I don't have. We can leave Friday early morning. And I'm going to rent a motorcycle and I'm going to go with them on the motorcycle. Because I put my bags in the car and I can just drive a motorcycle. That's going to be perfect. And if we go for 4 days, that's more than enough. I'd love that. I'd love to drive up into the north on a motorcycle. It would be so beautiful. sitting in the car for 6 hours, I don't mind doing it. I've done it 100 billion times, but it would be more fun riding a motorcycle up north. Once you get north of Colombo, the roads are really nice. And we're not going into the mountains. We're just going straight ahead. So it's actually a straight road. None of this Sri Lankan roads. But, following them or them following me, I'm not worried about safety. I don't drive fast. I don't drive crazy. The best thing to do when you're driving a motorcycle in this country, get behind a bus. Get behind a bus and just stay behind the bus. That's the safest place to be. That's how I drove down south last year when I rented the bike and drove down south. But that was during the holidays too. It was a Poya day and a long weekend. So there was no traffic, but it was a great, great trip. All right, let's go have lunch. Let me just pack up. Check this out. How beautiful. Nice little pool area. Lunch ready? Okay. I'm hungry. One person. All right. 1 second. Day pass. All right. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you have your traditional Sri Lankan food. My favorite. Sambal. Chicken. Beetroot. I like it, but I don't like it. Today we have prawns and chicken chips, pasta, lemon chicken. Ooh, look at that. That looks delicious. Hello. So this is Alfredo, pasta Alfredo. And this one? Can I get a small one, please, of cream pasta? Like just chutak. So, yeah. What else do we have? Baked grouper, which is a good fish. If I was into fish today. Deviled beef with capsicum, so hot. Sweet and sour crab. Oh. Grilled fillet of lemon fish, coriander, roast chicken, rice. Breads. Gotta have some bread. What else do we have? Cheese and chutney. What is that? Pizza, hot dog, and sandwiches. Ooh, pizza looks good. Wish I was more hungry. But I've been fasting so much that I have no room in my stomach. And the nice chill out room with the salads and the desserts. Look at these desserts. Look at these. All the chocolates and everything. Bread pudding. And they're going to have the ice cream later. The desserts are the best part. The salad is good too. I actually stayed here for 2 months when I came here 3 years ago, 3 years ago, I came here to stay for a couple of months because I had to have during the power outages, I had to have a place where I could work and have electricity. This was before we had the solar power, right? Before we had the solar power system, we had power outages, so I couldn't stay at home. So I think it was March or April, because I landed in February, and then the power outages started happening in March. And I think in April, May, I came and I stayed here because I know everyone here. And the manager made me a great offer. I got a room up on the third floor so I could see everything. They set me up with private internet. They got me a nice chair for the desk there, and they took really good care of me. So I would work, and when I had a break, I'd just come down to the pool, and it was great. But it was the funniest thing was when I was staying here, it's off season, right? There's nobody here. And I'm sitting there and people are like, "Oh, where are you from?" "I'm from here." "Oh, you're from Sri Lanka?" "No, I live here. I live here in the hotel." It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I'm just gonna have the buffet. Drink. I'm just gonna get yeah, I'm just gonna have I'll just have water. Thank you. So, yeah. So, just flat water, not hot, not hot. So Sri Lankans drink hot water. I don't like hot water. I don't understand that, drinking hot water. Anyway, yeah, I stayed here for like a month until, and I had 3 meals a day. It was great. I loved it staying here. It was very comfortable, very nice. They took very good care of me. I mean, it was a little bit expensive, but I had to work, right? I just came. Thank you. I just landed in Sri Lanka like a month before, and I was working. Thank you. And once we got the solar power system set up in the house, I went back home, and everything was great after that. We never had a problem. Only once or twice have I had a serious problem where the power went and the solar power wasn't working and blah, 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 but everything's great. So let me go get something to eat. You guys keep a watch out of what I'm doing, and I'll be right back. that. And a little bit of garlic butter pasta. Let's try this. Mm. So I got some fish. Mmm. Deep fried mushrooms. I love beans. Raw, cooked, baked, curry. Love beans. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Beans and peas are my two favorite vegetables. I got some chicken. Yeah, very good. And of course, some rice, harapu, lentils, and sambal. Mm. Mm. So yesterday we were in Colombo. We went to a butcher. We picked up some pork, ribs, and steak. The steak was actually good. Not great, but it was good. I just fried some up. They're frozen, Sri Lankan beef. So I fried it up. It was good. Fried up in some butter with a little salt and pepper, a little garlic. It was good. Next time, though, I'm going to marinate it. It was tender. It was good, but they're like tiny. Mm. Good lunch. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. Sitting around watching me eat. Then you're going to go watch me swim and drink. So one of the things I learned over the last, prior to my vacation, with the workload I had, was that I worked too much. And I worked way too much and I didn't take the time off. So when I did go to Thailand, I was like, wow, I'm so excited. And I can't do that. I have to enjoy life. I have to take the time while I'm here to enjoy. So this is something I'm going to do every week. I hope. I mean, it's on my credo. Learn to live life. Don't let life live you. I mean, what's that all about, right? You have to take the time to enjoy life. Otherwise, what are you doing? There's something to be said about living a healthy lifestyle. There's also something to be said about living life. I mean, I can diet, I can exercise, I can abstain from alcohol, from sugar and candy and stuff. But am I actually enjoying life, or am I just prolonging the boredom? I mean, given the choice of living a few years pain-free, doing whatever I want, luxury lifestyle, and 30 years of just, I would take the few years. And I think that's what people like. Not everyone. Okay, I'm not saying everyone. Guys, welcome to hour number 2. I want to say thank you for everyone who's watching. And I look at the demographics. I have middle-aged people in Sri Lanka. And then my overseas viewers are older, people who are interested in retiring. And this is coming to you guys, all right? It skews male, but when I say guys, I mean everyone, okay, people. Here's my question to you. What do you want? And the thing is, if you're 40 years old, 45 years old, you know, even like between 30 and 40, You have gotten into okay, I don't want to say you, I say society has gotten into this rut. Get up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. That's it. And 2 times a year, you go on vacation for a week. You spend a shit ton of money to have a fun time. Just to go back to work and hate it. Let me ask you something. Forget your responsibilities at home. Let's pretend you don't have responsibilities. I'm not oversimplifying. I want to put something into your head, okay? I know it's complicated for many, many people, and it's not that easy. But just think about it for just 1 second. Take the amount of money you spend on a vacation. Hotel and food. Let's say on the high end, for 2 people, 2 times a year, let's say between $5,000 and $10,000. Between that price, okay, somewhere in around that price. Okay, then you're spending all of this money to live in your home in the West, be it Australia, be it Canada, be it the US, be it Europe. So you're working to pay your bills and save enough money to go on vacation and saving enough for your retirement. What if you do this? What if you sacrifice for 5 years? You live in a crappy ass little tiny apartment. You don't eat out. You don't go on vacation. You don't buy clothes. You don't buy anything. You don't buy Starbucks. You buy instant coffee at home. You don't use air conditioning. You don't use heating. Okay? You cut. You don't have internet. You don't have cable. You use like Wi-Fi or whatever. And for 5 years, you save all that money. You invest it. Smart. You can live in a tropical paradise like this for between $500 and $1,000 a month. I'm not saying save $1 million and then use that money. I'm saying invest and earn in passive income $700, $1,000 a month. And as your investment grows, it covers inflation. If your investment grows a minimum of 5%, minimum, you're covering inflation and you're covering future expenses. Right? Now, you have to have enough for a rainy day. Markets crash or whatever. You know, you have to, there's always positives and negatives, pros and cons. I don't have the answer to everything. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet. But what I'm telling you is what you're doing making you happy? Because here's the interesting thing. I was where you were. I had the house. I had the 2 cars. I had the mortgage. I had the credit card. I had the career. I had the wife. All of those things did not make me happy. Because you know what? End of the day, here I am. I don't have the house. I don't have the cars. I don't have the wife. I don't have the career. And I'm happier. I'm so much happier. Is that for everyone? No. I'm not saying it's for everyone. I'm just saying you need to find what is right for you. That's why I have this channel. How can you retire and live happy? Just, this is what I did. I'm not telling you this is what you should do. I'm showing you what I did. Okay? And where I'm going, and you can see it live. You can see my expenses, my costs, my living style, and what I'm doing. Is it something you want to copy and style it your way? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying follow me directly. I have some wonderful, wonderful commenters. I have one group from Czech, one family from Czech, and she is great. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but they were saying that they were traveling with their kids in Malaysia and stuff, and they loved it. But because of their kids, sorry. But because of their kids, they have to be a little bit more selective of what they do. But they thoroughly enjoyed the weather, the food, and the costs. So I'm telling them, you know what? It is perfectly okay in today's world, to live overseas with children. They can get the same education. It's what you can do with it. Sorry, just dropped out there for a second. So it's going to be about what you can do with a computer, AI, coding, writing software, applications, those kinds of things, security. So you can do that from anywhere in the world, in any language. Because computer language is ones and zeros. It's all about math. Okay? You don't need to learn as much as we did back in the 80s, in my generation. You need to just learn one thing, math and science. And then you can use that in coding. And you can be successful from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be sitting in a desk in an office. The future is going to be freelance work. AI. In a couple of months, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that. Because, you know, my job is going to disappear in about 3 to 5 years. You're not going to need teachers anymore. It's all going to be AI. I already talked about that earlier. I talked about that earlier in a video about, you know, how AI is going to kill my job. So, got to save some room for dessert. So, what I want you guys to think about, to join my channel, to subscribe, to become a member and support the channel. What I want to bring across to you is that it's not just a digital diary. This is for lack of a better word, this is a wake-up call to those of you who are looking for that like push to take that first step to the rest of your life. I had one member. If you guys are interested in life coaching, I offer life coaching. Click on Buy Me a Coconut and check out my life coaching. I will give you an hour, 2 hours of my time and offer you my advice. I'm not a trained psychologist or therapist, but I'll give you my personal advice on the mistakes I made, not the good things, the bad things, what I did that caused me drama, grief, and headache. Learn from my mistakes, right? So that's what this channel is all about. What can you learn from me? What can I share? I don't have children. So I'm hoping I can share some of my experience and help one person. I had one member who bought 2 hours of my time. And the first hour he bought, he was like, okay, I'm going to Thailand. The second hour he bought, he's like, I'm in Thailand. Where do I go next? And now he's in Philippines, living life. Absolutely so happy for him. Love it. You can't complain, you know? I'm glad that he took that first step because it's the hardest one. And when I decided to leave Canada 20 years ago, I had a great career, making a crap ton of money, but I wasn't happy. I was just recently divorced in the middle of a financial crisis, 2007. I'm like, I hate living in Canada. I'm so bored. I'm so unhappy. I want to live on a beach, or I want to travel. I want to be on an airplane every week, traveling somewhere. Being in the same place for too long drives me crazy. Hence why I travel so much. Every 5 months, I'm traveling. October, November, December, January. Well, every 5 months and then every 3 months. Depending on the length of my vacation. So when I decided to come to Korea, it was a long decision. It took me like months to decide. I mean, because I gave up my life in Canada. I've been there 25 years. And I gave up my life, got on a plane and flew to Korea. And when I decided to leave Korea, it was a very quick decision. It wasn't difficult at all. That decision took me, it was like, okay, when can I leave? And the decision was made because the company I was working for closed business in December. So I said, shit, I'm out of here in February. I was going to wait until April or May, but we were in the middle of COVID. And I said, no, we were at the beginning of COVID. I left in 2020. No. I left 3 years ago last month. So 2022. So it was just at the beginning of COVID. Sorry, it was at the end of COVID, 2022. It was towards the end of COVID. We were just at the last year of COVID. So I decided, coming to Sri Lanka was an easy decision. It was pure money decision, purely all about money. I save more money here than I did living in Korea. There was nothing in Korea holding me there, right? So let me go get some pizza and some dessert. Yeah. I got a slice of pizza and some mousse. Gotta try the pizza. Gotta get some water. Pizza's a little dry. It's okay. It's okay, pizza. Sorry. Come on, now. Stuti. Thank you. Oh, that's good. Little custard and little pink chocolate. Mm-hmm. Mm. The desserts here, phenomenal. You should just come here for the desserts. They're so good. Mm. Mm. So much for my diet. So when I was on vacation, I gained like 4 kilos. Especially, it was all happening in Vietnam because we ate so much food. Oh my God, it was so good. But I've been fasting. I find it really, really good because it reduces my cravings. If I eat 3 meals a day and I expand my stomach, I'm hungry. But if I've gone 20 hours without eating, so I will wake up and I won't eat until like 10. And then I'll have like breakfast, which is a little bit of fruit and yogurt and maybe some carb, like a bread, a little bit of butter. So you got to get the carb and the fat. Get the fat from the butter, and you get the nutrients from the sugar from the fruits and yogurt. Okay. I don't take multivitamins or anything like that. Then coffee. I can drink coffee anytime because it has no calories. I have black coffee all the time. Water. I drink like 2 liters of water a day. A little bit of salt in 1 or 2 of the cups to give me the electrolytes. I have 1 cup of king coconut water, which is good for you. Again, electrolytes, because you need that salt. And then for lunch, I will have a tiny bit of rice, lots of vegetables, a little bit of fish or protein, whatever protein. And then I have that around 2 o'clock. And so from 10 till 2, 4 hours, that's all I eat. Breakfast and lunch. I don't have dinner. Lunchtime, between breakfast and lunch, I have some pecans. Good for the heart and cholesterol. And that's it. And I'm not hungry. Like, I can't eat anymore. My stomach is bloated right now. And I want to go in the water. It's and it's a healthy way of living. I've talked about fasting and how it helps your immune system, your cellular regeneration. I've talked about that, my belief. So, and also, I'm going to increase my exercise starting tomorrow. I have lots of time. I do walking. I do 10,000 steps. Thank you very much. I do 10,000 steps. Now I'm going to do like more cardio to get the heart pumping and physio. So I discovered that on vacation this year, last year, not as much, but this year, my stamina is not in any way healthy. I need to get that cardio up. I need to lose weight. I need to lose 10 kilos. I need to lose 15 kilos if I really want to be happy. So I'm currently 88. I want to get down to 70. That's my good BMI index. I didn't order that. Nope. I can't eat anymore. Maybe I'll come back before they close for some more dessert. But I was satisfied with that. So they have another snack at 3 or 4. But Desmond is coming at 3 o'clock. It's 1:30 now. Let's get back to the beach. Maybe jump in the pool for a little bit, okay? Why don't you guys join me? If you have any questions or comments, click the link down below. Comment, say hi, tell me where you're from. We're going to be hanging out for at least another hour. We're going to let this party go on. Let's go get another drink. Now, let me do a little video here for the YouTube. Let me put on the microphone. Wireless microphone. I've been having trouble with the mic on this thing. I have to take it in for maintenance, maybe. Microphone check, 1, 2. All right, guys, give me 1 second, okay? Let's do a quick tour of the food. So if you want to enjoy a good weekend trip for a day pass to enjoy the day, come here, have the buffet, have the high tea at 4 o'clock, get in the pool, towel, everything that you need for 5,000 rupees on the weekend. Weekdays, it's a lower price, but weekends, they have the buffet open. So definitely come out to Negombo, to the Camelot Beach Hotel. My #1 recommendation for you guys. It gets a Sri Lankan Sammy gold star. All right, guys, we'll see you on the other side. So now you see me making a video that you guys watch every week, right? So I use the Insta360, which is my go-to camera. So now you guys watch me make a video. So now you'll see that in a couple of weeks. So we're gonna go into the pool, not with the microphone, it's not waterproof. This camera's waterproof. I actually learned how to use this camera on the last trip to Vietnam. I've always had trouble with the dive case. It was always getting filled with water. but I kept looking at YouTube videos on how to fix the problem. And I discovered that the seal, the O-ring, the plastic O-ring was not attached properly. It was letting water in. So I got some crazy glue. Let me give you a tip. When you travel, always take a crazy glue with you. There has not been a trip yet where I haven't needed crazy glue. Lady Sarah's sandal broke, crazy glue. My dive case, crazy glue. Let me tell you, lifesaver. My glasses broke, like they broke. I'm getting new ones next week. Crazy glue. Always travel with a tube of crazy glue. Guaranteed, you're gonna need it. There hasn't been a trip yet where I haven't needed crazy glue. So definitely get that. So the O-ring was not attaching to the side of the case. So when you close the case, it was twisted. So I crazy glued it to the side of the case. And the last video I took was perfect. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. The video came out crystal clear. Now all I need to do is polish the inside of the dive case before I use it next time, because it was a little dirty. But still, the video came out perfect. You guys are going to see that in a couple of weeks when we go for the underwater dive walk. So you're walking underwater with the helmet. Oh my God, the video turned out so beautiful. The other videos that I took, the dive case got full of water and you really can't see anything because it's distracting. It's not good quality. So now I have to go on vacation again and dive again so that I can take good videos for you guys. So yeah, let's relocate to the pool. And let's see, is there anything else I want? I can't eat anything because my stomach is so small. Oh, it was really good. All right, let's relocate to the pool. Thank you. All right. That's fine. Nice little quiet spot in the shade. Hopefully it's not too windy. Oh. Oh, very good. Very nice. My eyelashes are too long, so they brush up against the lens the, of the of my glasses, and they get all greased up because I'm sweating and I have sunscreen on my eyelashes, so they're rubbing up against the lens of my screen here, of my glasses. So, gosh, it is so hot. I need to get in the water, cool off. I have sunscreen on my head, but I'm gonna put on my hat. I have to wash this hat. brave little guy. Bali. Where's my slingshot man? Oh. It is hot out there. Nobody's in the water because it's so freaking hot and so freaking sunny. One of the things I love about the afternoons is that the ocean becomes so the wind shifts, right? From onshore to offshore, and the breeze from it becomes an onshore breeze. It's an offshore breeze in the morning, it's onshore in the afternoon. As you can see, the ocean becomes a little rougher. If you can see the sail on the boat there, but the breeze is coming this way. So it is actually quite beautiful and quite cooling, actually. It's very cooling. So the afternoons here are quite cool. But this will last. So we're in March. So another 6 weeks, end of April, rainy season will start. May, June, July, rainy season. And when I was living here, I was living in one of those buildings, one of the third floor in the corner over there. So my view was of this area here. You guys can look back on those videos. I think I did a couple of videos back then of living here. And you could see the rain come in and then pass through. It was incredible. I did some time lapse videos. They were a lot of fun. All right, time to jump in. What am I going to talk about? Let's see. Oh, I want to talk about. Yeah, I know what I want to talk about. I know that there's some people on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and always posting like political stuff and different kinds of like, oh, he said this and she said that and this person did this and this person did that. I want to talk to you about. So what? Who cares? Let's go in the water. Let's walk down to the beach first, all right? Let's walk down to the beach. Take a look at what's going on in the ocean, baby. One of the things that you got to do when you walk in the water is you got to wear slippers because the sand is boiling hot. I walked out here one time without shoes and it was crazy. Check this out. Look at this. How can you not love this? this little sand got in my shoe. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Yeah, the water got a little bit more rough. And like I said, it's an onshore breeze now. So you can see. And you can hear the wind too. So it is a little more rough than it was earlier today. And it is hot. The water's probably warm too. I mean, I was swimming in the ocean for the last month in Thailand and Vietnam. I don't miss the ocean. See, that's one of the things is like, oh, I gotta get in the ocean, gotta get in the ocean. When you live on a tropical island, going in the ocean is not that big of a deal. But I gotta cool off and get into the pool. Let's do that, right? Let's enjoy this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Water's nice. There we go. So one of the things I wanted to say was I have these friends on Facebook. One of them says, oh, this person said that thing and that person said this thing. So I was like commenting personally. I didn't comment on the Facebook. I said it in private. I said, like, you know, well, why are you doing it? And it's like, oh, you know, I want people to learn and hear the truth. And I said, well, who are you advertising to? I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, who are you advertising to? She says, well, people who are on my Facebook, or maybe it can get out to other people. I say, I agree with that. You know, if you publish it to one person, that person can copy it and share it, and hopefully other people will see it. But the thing is that like-minded people are already convinced about what you're saying. Those that don't believe you are not going to believe you. You're not going to convince them with a Facebook post. And they are not, the way Facebook works and the algorithm is, and Instagram and stuff, it's not going to post that kind of material to them. See, Facebook and Instagram are in the business to make money. And if they alienate people, they're not going to make money. So your post, some political post that you make, is only going to be presented to those who are like-minded, because Facebook and Instagram know your political leanings. So they're not going to put alternative ideas in front of you. Let me give you an example. Let's say you Google 1 + 1 = 3. You're going to be presented with information that says yes and no. Or no, let's use something else that is relevant. Let's say the earth is flat. You're going to be presented with videos and websites that conform to that idea. And you're also going to be, if the first time you Google that, then what's going to happen is you're also going to be presented with alternative information, but you're not going to click on that. You're going to click on something that is going to be in your wheelhouse. That's going to be what you're interested in, which is that the earth is flat, right? So the way cookies work is that Google is going to remember that you clicked on this website and you read it. You read that website for an hour, right? Because Google and Facebook and all of those get money from those websites for the clicks. Okay, that's how they make their money, by directing you to that website. This is how the internet works. If you don't know this, then you need to learn this. So, what's Facebook's business? What's Google's business is to earn money from you, right? How do they do that? By keeping you looking at a website or a page or something like that. The longer you watch, the more money they make. Just like you guys are watching this video and you're watching commercials. YouTube is making money off of that. I'm making money off of that. Now, the second time you search for the earth is flat, it's going to now look at your cookies and see what you did before, how long you looked at that website, and which websites did you click to, and how long you stayed on each of those. Now, what is Google's business? It's to keep you online as long as possible. So it's going to present to you other websites that are exactly the same as the one you saw, not alternative ideas. Okay? Because it's not their job to educate you, it's their job to make money. Right? So when you say Google it, remember, it's not all the best information. It's the information that the cookies you've already put in to your search engine from your previous searches that are generating the responses. If you and I both on separate phones search for the same topic, we're going to get two different results. Guaranteed. If we Google at the same time, it's all based on your cookies. So I was telling this friend, I said, why are you doing that? And it was a good conversation. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying you got to realize if 90% of your posts are all about that, then it's really a waste of time. If you look at my Facebook posts, if you look at my Instagram posts, it's all fun. It's all my vacations, my fun, funny things that happen to me, my life. I have no care in the world whatsoever. Mom was like saying something about this or that or the other thing. I said, I don't care. I honestly don't care because it has nothing to do with me. It's not going to change my life. It's not going to affect my life. And I honestly couldn't care less. The only thing I care about is a stable economy, which I can't control, right? I can't control it. So what if the economy fails? Well, then I invest in something else. You can't really control the world, right? So at the end of the day is, you get up, you go to work, you come home, go to sleep, you do it all over again tomorrow. The less I know about what's going on in the world, the happier I am. People are dying every day. People are starving every day. It's not changing my life. I can try to help, but if I help one, I have to help another and help another, and then that'll stress you out, and then that'll cause you drama and grief. So at the end of the day, how happy do you want to be? That's my point. I don't want to get too political about anything. I don't want to get into any kind of philosophical thing. I'm just saying, you know what? Good for you for having a position, a stand. But at the end of the day, does it really change your life? Does it really change the way you live your life within a society? Do you still have to wake up in the morning and go to work? Do you still have to pay taxes? Do you still have to go to bed at night and sleep and do it all over again the next day? Exactly. So regardless of whatever is going on in the world, it's still the same crap every single day. Okay, 56 years I've been alive on this planet. All right, 30 of them as an adult. Well, 35 years, 40 years as an adult. Nothing in my life has changed. I still get up in the morning, I still go to work, and I go to bed at night, and I do it all over again the next day. regardless of who's in power, regardless of the economy, regardless of what city I'm in, I still do exactly the same thing. And nothing in my life has changed. Nothing. The core, nothing from the core. Yeah, obviously, I have less stress today than I did 25 years ago because I've changed things. And I realized after leaving Canada and moving to South Korea and moving to Sri Lanka, I've made two completely difficult changes in my life. Leaving my home and moving to a country where I didn't speak the language, I didn't have anyone, I didn't know the culture, I didn't have citizenship or residency or anything like that. And I created a life for myself. And then the second thing was I gave all of that up and moved to Sri Lanka. Again, well, I have a infrastructure here. I have family. I speak the language. I'm a citizen. Worst case, if I lose everything, I can still survive here. I won't be able to travel, but I'll survive here. So what I'm trying to say is that don't get hung up on the details. You know, don't get hung up on the details. Just live your life. Enjoy what you have every single day and figure out what it is that you like to do. And then I've said this before, the secret to success is not education, not getting a job, is to figure out what it is that you enjoy doing and then figure out a way to get paid to do that. Why go to work at a job you hate for 40 years? Why go to school and educate yourself for a job that you may not get? How many PhDs or bachelor or master's degree people are working at Starbucks? Okay, and education doesn't mean an automatic job. How many entrepreneurs dropped out of college and are making it? Now, I'm not saying you're going to be a Zuckerberg or a Bill Gates or anything like that. For every one Zuckerberg, there's a million failures. Just like you can't become an NBA player or an NHL player or an NFL player. For every one successful player, there's a million who didn't make it. But there's something to be said about not following what society tells you is the norm, like I did, right? So I had the career, I had the job, I had the house, the mortgage, the cars, everything. And I gave all of that up because it got rid of all of my stress. Now I live on a beach in 3 or 4 different countries over the year. And like I have it tattooed on my arm. Learn to live life. Don't let life live you. And then the other one says never again, to remind me. Never again fall into the society's trap of getting the job, getting the mortgage, getting the family, having the kids. That's, to me, I've learned that that's a trap. You don't want to, I've said this before, there are anchors. There are anchors in our life that prevent us from living life. So get rid of the anchors. Get rid of the people that suck the life out of you. Get rid of the stresses in your life. And I've said this before, there's 3 main stresses in life. It's family. Okay? Family causes a lot of stress. Don't get too involved with family. Don't get anchored to family. Family is important, but sometimes family is not the best thing. Most people get murdered, most people get cheated, most people get scammed by family. Because they're the easiest ones to trust. Number two, money. If you don't have any, or if you have debt, then you're constantly working for somebody else, right? If you're constantly working for somebody else, you're never going to make it. So get out, never get into debt, ever. Don't do it. I didn't have a credit card for 20 years. Best thing ever. Why? Because the money I made was all mine. If I wanted to work, I worked. If I didn't want to work, I didn't have to work because I didn't have any debt. And relationships. That comes back to family. Relationships are one of the hardest things you can ever, that causes so much stress. People always ask me, because I'm single now 20 years, they say, aren't you lonely? I said, absolutely lonely. I have good friends, which is, again, why I go on vacation to see my friends. Okay. That helps me with my loneliness. But I am 100% happy all the time because I get to do what I want whenever I want. Today, I wanted to go to the beach. I said, I'm going. Whether Desmond can come and take me or whether I call a tuk-tuk to take me, I'm going to the beach today. I made the plans. I did what I wanted to do, and I enjoyed it today. I'm having a great time, and I'm glad that you guys joined me. Getting ready for hour number 3. We're going to wrap it up soon. We're not going to go for another hour because I want to go swimming. I want to, get away from the camera for a little bit. But I want to thank you guys for joining me on this adventure, not just on the live stream, but every video that I put. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, with Sundays being our live stream. We're going to get back to that norm. Let me know what it is that you want to see on my weekly videos. What topics do you want me to talk about? Generally, it's going to be always about my life. It's a digital diary, right? What's going on, the economy, living, travel, health, retirement. Those are the things I'm going to talk about. What more do you want me to talk about? I'm not going to do travel videos. I'm not going to do like hotel reports or restaurant reviews. There's enough YouTubers who are doing that. There's enough travel vloggers who are going to Ella and Nouralia and the train and this and that. I'm going to do more about, hey guys, this is what I did today. This is where I hung out. This is what I did. Like I am right now. So let me know what it is that you want. Let me know what it is that you think would interest you and that I could do for you. I want to thank everyone who watches. Chris, Chris B, you're probably back home getting settled back in because you just, it's been a week for you back home. Darren, you're getting ready to travel again. So good luck on that. Please travel safe. All right. Travel relaxed. I wish you a very safe flight. Looking forward to seeing you next week. I want to thank everyone who is watching, everyone who is supporting the channel, liking, commenting. You guys are the best. Okay. I absolutely love it. Please comment. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys like, don't like. I want to say a quick shout out to my brother Alex and Miley in Thailand. They're in Bali right now, enjoying. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Miss you guys. Jen, back in Thailand. My Filipino friend living in Thailand. Sorry I missed you last time, but you were traveling, so I missed you. But we'll see you next year. And again, everyone who watches, likes, comments, shares, guys, let me know. Say hi, and we will talk to you all on the other side. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you.